Hey there, achievers. Have you ever looked around and wondered what sets those wildly successful people apart? What is it that allows them to reach those mountaintops while others are still struggling to climb the foothills? It's a question that has echoed through generations. The good news is the answer isn't hidden in some vault guarded by a dragon. It's simpler and more attainable than you might think. In this video, we're diving deep into the secrets of success. We're going to unearth those powerful principles that can transform your life. Get ready to ignite your potential, because success is not a destination. It's a choice. The only thing that stands between you and your dream is the will to try and the belief that it is actually possible. Those are wise words from a man who knows a thing or two about success, Mr. Joel Brown. He's right. You know? Every single person who has ever achieved anything extraordinary started with a belief that they could defy the odds, break the mold, and create something remarkable. And you know what? You have that same power within you. This isn't about some magical formula or overnight transformation. This is about understanding the mindset, habits, and strategies that pave the path to success. It's about giving you the tools to unlock your full potential and create the life you've always dreamed of. Over the next few minutes, we're going to unpack the core elements of success. We'll explore the power of a relentless mindset, the importance of crystal clear goals, and the magic that unfolds when you combine passion with unwavering persistence. But here's the catch. Success isn't a spectator sport. It's a full contact game that demands your active participation. So I have a challenge for you. Right now, in the comments below, tell me, what's the one thing you're most hungry to achieve? Sharing your goals is powerful. It makes them real. It creates accountability. And it connects you with a community of like-minded individuals, all striving for greatness. Don't be shy. Hit that comment button and let's do this together. This is more than just a video. This is a call to action. A call to step into your power, embrace your potential, and start creating a life that truly lights you up. Are you ready? Buckle up, because we're about to embark on an incredible journey together. A journey fueled by motivation, packed with practical strategies, and designed to empower you to unlock the secrets to your own extraordinary success. Let's do this. So what exactly is success? Is it a vault overflowing with gold? A corner office with a view that never ends? Hold on. Let's hit the pause button for a second. Because here's the truth. Success isn't one size fits all. It's not about chasing someone else's definition. True success, the kind that lights you up from the inside out, is deeply personal. Imagine for a moment your own personal Everest. What does it look like? What does it feel like to stand on that summit? Maybe it's launching that business you've been dreaming of, writing that book that's been swirling in your head, or maybe it's simply creating a life filled with more joy, love, and purpose. Whatever your Everest may be, the first step is clear. Define it. Write it down. Make it real. Because you can't hit a target you can't see. Now picture this. You're at the base camp of your personal Everest. You're looking up at this massive, awe-inspiring peak. Are you thinking, no way, that's impossible? Or are you feeling that fire ignite within you, that unwavering belief that says, I'm coming for you? summit. That, my friends, is the power of mindset. It's the difference between those who dream and those who dare to make those dreams a reality. You see, success isn't just about talent, resources, or even luck. It's about having the mental fortitude of a mountaineer. It's about embracing the climb, knowing there will be storms and setbacks along the way. But instead of letting those challenges break you, you use them to fuel your fire, to learn, to adapt, to grow stronger with every step. Think about a time when you truly believed in yourself, when you knew in your core that you could achieve something. What happened? I bet you achieved it, right? Or at least you came pretty darn close. That's because belief is like a self-fulfilling prophecy. When you believe in yourself, you unlock hidden reserves of strength, resilience, and creativity you never even knew you had. It's like this invisible force that propels you forward, even when the going gets tough. But here's the thing. Belief isn't something you're born with. It's a muscle you can build, strengthen, and flex with practice. It's about recognizing your past victories, big and small, and using them as fuel to ignite your belief in what's possible. Now, I know what you might be thinking, but Tony, what about all those doubts and insecurities that creep in? The ones that whisper you're not good enough, or you're going to fail. We all have them. Those pesky little voices are called limiting beliefs, and they're like dream stealers, trying to hold you back from your full potential. But here's the good news, you don't have to let them win. The first step is to become aware of those limiting beliefs. What are those negative thoughts that keep playing on repeat in your mind? Once you've identified them, you can start to challenge them. Are they really true? Or are they just old stories you've been telling yourself for far too long? Remember, you are not your thoughts. You have the power to choose which thoughts you feed and which ones you starve. Here's a powerful concept that can change the game for you. The growth mindset is the belief that your abilities aren't fixed, but rather they're like muscles you can develop through dedication and hard work. Imagine for a moment that your brain is like a computer. With a fixed mindset, you believe your operating system is set in stone. You're stuck with the programs you were given, and there's no room for upgrades. But with a growth mindset, you embrace the idea that you can constantly install new software, learn new skills, and expand your capacity for success. It's about viewing challenges not as roadblocks, but as opportunities for growth. It's about embracing the learning process, knowing that every step, every stumble, is taking you one step closer to your summit. Here's the deal. Your thoughts become your reality. If you constantly tell yourself you're not good enough, you're not smart enough, or you're just not cut out for success, guess what? You're right. But the reverse is also true. When you consciously choose to focus on positive, empowering thoughts, you reprogram your inner narrative. You start to see possibilities where you once saw limitations. You start to attract opportunities you never thought possible. So how do you reprogram your inner narrative? It starts with awareness. Pay attention to your self-talk. Are you being kind to yourself? Are you speaking to yourself with the same encouragement and support you would offer a dear friend? If not, it's time for an upgrade. All right, achievers, let's talk about habits. You know those little things we do every single day without even thinking about them? They might seem insignificant on their own, but trust me, they have a massive impact on the trajectory of our lives. Think of it like this. Our habits are like the brush strokes on the canvas of our lives. Each stroke, each action contributes to the bigger picture. Now here's the exciting part. Successful people aren't born with some secret set of habits. They've simply mastered the art of designing habits that propel them towards their goals. They understand that success is the sum of small, consistent actions repeated day in and day out. So, are you ready to upgrade your daily routine and build habits that will transform your life? Let's dive in. Imagine setting sail on a grand adventure without a map or compass. You might end up somewhere interesting, but chances are you'll be lost at sea. The same goes for your journey to success. Without clear goals, you're just drifting, hoping to bump into your dreams. Goal setting is your compass, your North Star, guiding you towards your desired destination. But here's the thing, not all goals are created equal. We're not talking about vague wishes or distant dreams. We're talking about smart goals. Specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. Write those goals down, make them visible, and revisit them regularly. Remember, a goal without a plan is just a wish. So let's turn those dreams into a reality. We live in a world overflowing with distractions. Our phones are buzzing, emails are piling up, and social media is calling our name 24/7. It's like trying to meditate in a room full of screaming toddlers. Pretty much impossible, right? Here's the thing. Focus is like a muscle. The more you train it, the stronger it becomes. Successful people understand the power of saying no to distractions and yes to their goals. They create boundaries, schedule dedicated work time, and ruthlessly eliminate anything that threatens to derail their focus. So how do you cultivate laser-like focus? Start by identifying your biggest distractions. Then find strategies to minimize or eliminate them. Maybe it's turning off notifications, creating a dedicated workspace, or simply communicating your need for uninterrupted time. Mastering the art of time management. Time. It's the one resource we all have in equal measure. Yet it's often the most mismanaged. We say things like, I don't have enough time. But the truth is, we all have the same 24 hours in a day. The difference lies in how we choose to use those hours. Successful people understand that time is their most valuable asset. They treat it with respect, prioritize their tasks, and make every minute count. They're not afraid to delegate, automate, or eliminate tasks that don't align with their goals. They understand that every yes to something means saying no to something else. So how can you become a time management maestro? Start by tracking your time for a few days. Where are you losing those precious minutes? Once you have a clear picture, you can start implementing strategies like time blocking, the Pomodoro technique, or simply setting realistic deadlines. Building momentum. Celebrating the small wins. The journey to success isn't always glamorous. It's easy to get caught up in the end goal, that shining beacon in the distance, and forget to acknowledge the small victories along the way. But here's the thing, those small wins, those seemingly insignificant milestones are what fuel our motivation and keep us going when the going gets tough. Imagine climbing a mountain. It's a daunting task, right? But what Instead of focusing solely on the summit, you celebrated each step, each switchback, each breathtaking view along the way. Suddenly the climb feels less intimidating and more like a series of achievable milestones. So how do you celebrate those small wins? It doesn't have to be anything extravagant. It could be as simple as treating yourself to your favorite coffee, taking a few minutes to reflect on your progress, or sharing your accomplishments with someone who supports your dreams. Action over perfection. Embracing the imperfect journey. Raise your hand if you've ever procrastinated on starting something because you were waiting for the perfect time, the perfect idea, or the perfect circumstances. We've all been there. We tell ourselves we'll start tomorrow when we have more time, more resources, more experience. But here's the secret. There's no such thing as perfect. Perfection is a myth, a seductive illusion that keeps us stuck in a cycle of procrastination and self-doubt. The truth is, the best time to start was yesterday. The second best time is right now. Let's be real, folks. Life isn't always sunshine and rainbows. It throws curveballs. It tests your limits. It sets up obstacle courses when you least expect them. Think of it like this. You're on this incredible journey towards your dreams, right? You got your map, your compass, your backpack, full of motivation. And just when you think you've got it all figured out, bam, you hit a wall. Maybe it's a setback in your business, a health challenge, or a relationship that's gone sour. Whatever that obstacle may be, it's important to remember this. Obstacles are not roadblocks. They're detours. Disguised opportunities to learn, grow, and come back stronger than ever. Here's the thing about successful people. They don't let setbacks define them. They don't dwell in the land of defeat. Instead, they view setbacks as feedback. Valuable information they can use to adjust their course, refine their strategies, and come back swinging even harder. Think of it like this. You're a basketball player, you miss a shot. What do? Do you crumble under the pressure? Or do you study the miss, analyze your technique, and use that information to improve your next shot? That's the power of embracing setbacks as stepping stones. It's about understanding that failure isn't the opposite of success. It's part of the journey. Resilience. It's a word you hear a lot in the self-improvement world. But what does it really mean? Simply put, resilience is your ability to bounce back from adversity. It's that inner strength that allows you to weather the storms of life and come out stronger on the other side. Think of it like a rubber band. You can stretch it, pull it, even tie it in knots. But let go and what happens? It snaps right back to its original form. That's resilience. And just like any muscle, the more you train it, the stronger it becomes. So how do you build resilience? It starts with shifting your perspective. Instead of viewing challenges as insurmountable obstacles, see them as opportunities for growth. Embrace the discomfort, learn from your mistakes, and remember that every challenge you overcome makes you more resilient than before. Fueling your motivation. Finding your why. Let's talk about motivation for a second. You know that feeling? That fire in your belly that propels you towards your goals? It's incredible, isn't it? But here's the thing about motivation. It can be fleeting. It can come and go like the tide. leaving you feeling stranded on the shores of procrastination. That's why it's so important to connect with your why. Why are you on this journey in the first place? What's the deeper purpose that's driving you? Is it to provide for your family, to make a difference in the world, or to simply live a life of purpose and fulfillment? When you're crystal clear on your why, when it's something that resonates deep within your soul, it becomes your internal compass, guiding you through those inevitable moments of doubt. Surrounding yourself with a power posse. Here's a secret weapon that successful people swear by: a power posse. No, I'm not talking about a group of superheroes, although it can feel that way sometimes. I'm talking about surrounding yourself with people who lift you up, inspire you, and support you on your journey. Think about it. You become the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. So if you're hanging out with energy vampires, dream crushers, and negativity magnets, guess what? You're going to absorb that energy. But surround yourself with positive, growth-minded individuals who believe in your vision and watch your motivation skyrocket. Remember, you can't choose your family, but you can choose your friends, mentors, and the community you surround yourself with. The journey is the reward. We've talked a lot about reaching the summit, achieving those big, audacious goals. But here's a powerful truth that often gets overlooked. The journey is just as important as the destination. You see, success isn't a finish line you cross. It's not a trophy you put on a shelf and admire from a distance. It's about savoring each step of the climb, embracing the challenges, celebrating the victories, and constantly evolving into the best version of yourself. So, as you continue on your journey to success, remember to enjoy the ride, embrace the lessons, celebrate the wins, and never lose sight of the joy that comes from pursuing your dreams with passion and purpose. Because in the end, it's not just about reaching the destination. It's about who you become along the way. Let's face it. We live in a world obsessed with instant gratification. We want it all, and we want it now. But here's the thing about success. It rarely happens overnight. It's not a sprint, it's a marathon. Think about it. You don't just wake up one day with a thriving business, a best-selling book, or $1 million in the bank. Those achievements are the result of countless hours of hard work, dedication, and yes, even a few stumbles along the way. The journey to success is more about endurance than speed. It's about staying the course, even when the going gets tough, even when you're tempted to throw in the towel and say, this is too hard. Persistence. It's a word that's often thrown around in motivational speeches, but what does it really mean? Simply put, persistence is that unwavering commitment to your goals, even when faced with challenges, setbacks, and the inevitable urge to quit. Think of persistence as your secret weapon, your unwavering ally in the pursuit of your dreams. It's that voice inside your head that says, keep going. You've got this. Even when the world around you seems to be saying, give up. You see, the difference between those who achieve extraordinary things and those who simply dream about them often boils down to one word: persistence. It's about having the grit, the determination, and the unwavering belief that you will ultimately succeed no matter what obstacles stand in your way. Let's be real. There will be days when you wake up feeling uninspired. Days when the last thing you want to do is put in the work. We've all been there. Motivation can be fickle. It can ebb and flow like the tide, leaving you feeling stranded on the shores of procrastination. But here's the thing. Success doesn't care about your feelings. It doesn't wait for you to be in the mood. It rewards those who show up consistently, even when it's the last thing they feel like doing. You see, there's a powerful shift that happens when you make the decision to show up, even when you don't feel like it. It's in those moments of resistance that you build your mental toughness, your discipline, and your unwavering commitment to your goals. Overcoming the resistance. Taming your inner critic. We all have that voice in our heads, that inner critic that loves to whisper doubts and insecurities. It's the voice that says you're not good enough, you're going to fail. Or who are you to think you can achieve this? That voice, my friends, is the voice of resistance. It's the voice that tries to keep you small, safe, and stuck in your comfort zone. But here's the thing, you don't have to listen to it. You have the power to choose which thoughts you entertain and which ones you simply let pass by. The next time that inner critic starts to rear its ugly head, acknowledge its presence. But don't give it power. Instead, counter those negative thoughts with positive affirmations. Remind yourself of your past victories, your strengths, and your unwavering commitment to your goals. Building resilience muscles. Embracing the fall. Here's a little secret that successful people know failure is not the opposite of success. It's part of the journey. Think of it like learning to ride a bike. You're not going to nail it on the first try, are you? There'll be wobbles, stumbles, and maybe even a few scrapes and bruises along the way. But each time you fall, you learn something new. You adjust your balance, you pedal a little harder, you gain confidence. And eventually, you're gliding down the sidewalk, the wind in your hair, feeling unstoppable. The same principle applies to achieving your goals. There will be setbacks, challenges, and moments when you feel like giving up. But it's in those moments that you have the opportunity to build your resilience muscles. The compound effect of consistency. Let's talk about compound interest for a second. You know that magical thing that happens when your money earns interest, and then that interest earns interest, and so on? It's how small, consistent investments can grow into significant wealth over time. Well, guess what? The same principle applies to your personal growth and success. It's called the compound effect of consistency. You see, it's not always the big dramatic actions that make the biggest difference. It's the small, consistent actions repeated day after day that create extraordinary results over time. Think about it. Reading for 30 minutes a day might not seem like much, but over a year, you'll have devoured a library of knowledge. Exercising for 20 minutes a day might not transform your body overnight, but over time, you'll build incredible strength and endurance. The summit awaits. Remember that mountain we talked about? That personal Everest? That symbol of your ultimate success? We've explored the mindset, the habits, the strategies. We've talked about overcoming obstacles, building resilience, and harnessing the power of persistence. And now, my friend, it's time to make that climb. The truth is, everything you need is already within you. The strength, the courage, the unwavering belief in your ability to create the life you've always dreamed of. This video, this journey we've been on together, it's just ignited the spark. Now it's up to you to fan those flames into a roaring fire. Remember, success isn't about perfection. It's not about having all the answers or never stumbling along the way. It's about embracing the journey, learning from your mistakes, and constantly pushing yourself to grow, evolve, and become the best version of yourself. Your legacy starts now. This is your life, your story to write. What impact do you want to make? What legacy will you leave behind? The world needs your gifts, your talents, your unique brand of brilliance. Don't let fear hold you back. Don't let doubt dim your shine. The world is waiting for you to step into your power, embrace your potential, and share your gifts with the world. So I leave you with this, my friends. What action will you take today to move one step closer to your summit? Because success isn't something you wait for, it's something you create. One step at a time, one day at a time, one bold, courageous decision at a time. Your legacy starts now. Go out there and make it happen.